Okay, here we are. We've talked about the Twitch adpocalypse coming, and is in full effect after the election. All the election money ran out. Everybody, all the money that was being thrust into these platforms ended, and all of a sudden, and the Twitch adpocalypse is beginning. Arch, first and foremost, your thoughts on the adpocalypse? Is it a reality?
Let's see. I found an article that references this, and the first thing I do was Control F Hasan, and yep, there he is.
Yep,
the harbinger of Twitch's economic doom.
Wow. Well, apparently, according to Dexerto over on X, AT&T, Duncan, and JP Morgan have stopped ads on Twitch due to alleged anti-Semitism on the platform.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I found an article talking about it, and I mean, alleged anti-Semitism. See, you can say that about YouTube. You can go like, oh, you're alleged anti-Semitism, and okay, what's your example? And they find like a YouTube channel with five subscribers, and there's an ISIS propaganda video put up by literally ISIS that is taken down 5 minutes later. Whereas here, you know, one of their biggest stars is talking about this nonstop.
Well, this is courtesy of livemint.com. Right. And I think that's the other thing. Before we get to this article, the idea of alleged anti-Semitism. I think you said something there, Arch, which for me is really important. The idea of alleging somebody did something. Arch, I can't believe you punched that dog. You allegedly punched that dog. You puppy puncher. Right? See, like, so I just threw out an allegation at Arch.
And allegations are facts these days.
That's right. And that's the thing, is now we know that Arch is a puppy puncher. But I also know that Arch allegedly gave $6 million to a charity. You alleged millionaire philanthropist. You know what I mean? Like, you can throw these things out, and they're all alleged, you know? I know that Blabs allegedly wears her cloak to the bathroom. It's really weird, you know. But
drapes it over the back of the toilet, all royal-like.
It is a throne, after all.
She comes in and she's like and sits down. But the idea of like allegations in 2024 in the court of public opinion are pretty much fact, and it's silly. But I do want to get to this article here. It says 3 major brands have halted their advertising on Amazon's Twitch online service, according to people with, and this is another thing, according to people with knowledge of the matter. You okay, Arch? He's sneezing to the reporting.
There we go.
I didn't know Norwegians could sneeze.
We do occasionally, but we make weird noises when we do.
Do you like ring a bell or something when you do like a ding?
No, I literally just say sneeze out loud. Just when I like to say hiccup.
Sneeze.
Weird.
It says a fourth sponsor, Chevron Corp, is considering ending future support for the TwitchCon convention after its name appeared in the background of a controversial panel discussion at the annual event. I had not heard about this.
Oh, we talked about it. You remember when they were like the grading, like Arab good, Semitic bad?
Yes.
Yeah, their logo appeared behind there, which is not a great look.
Not the best look. It says the pressure comes from online forums and chat rooms associated with Destiny. Once a popular political commentator on Twitch, he was banned in 2022 for hateful conduct after making comments about trans women and defending racial slurs. In numerous YouTube videos, he has attacked rival commentator Hasan Piker, a popular Twitch streamer, including for his criticism of Israel. Although Destiny said his involvement in the campaign is minimal, his fans have helped make Piker a lightning rod for concerns about anti-Semitism on Twitch. So there we are. It's an uncomfortable spot for Twitch, was taking steps to moderate offensive content on its platform and protect advertisers' images. Since November, the company has asked streamers who discuss politics to label their content as politics and sensitive social issues. That way, sponsors have more control over what brands show up. That's really what it comes down to. It comes down to where's the money spent right here. So. The company also barred the word Zionism to attack or demean another individual or a group of people on the basis of their background or religious belief. So, do you think we're going to see other? I mean, is this the ball starting to roll down the hill arch? Are we going to? And a larger question: can Twitch survive this?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? Because this is a tough spot for them to be in, because YouTube has had multiple adpocalypses, of course, but it's weathered the storm each time and largely has remained more or less untouched because it's found other revenue streams like Superchats, where they take 30% of our money for hosting a server, basically. But YouTube is so large. It is the premier platform. And again, alleged, you can look at YouTube and you'll see them actually moderating most of this content away very much so immediately. Hate speech on YouTube, heavy quotation marks intended, has grown very rare indeed because those who have survived have learned where the lines lie and are avoiding them. But Twitch has actively monetized this content now for quite a few years because it was accepted on the left to have, well, rather strident anti-Semitic views. So long as they remained on the correct part of the political divide, it was excused and tolerated. That's why there's so much of it. That's why Hasan Piker had the whole America deserved 9/11 comment. He denied the October 7th terrorist attack, had an actual Houthi pirate on his stream. That's the problem. The difference here is when YouTube had an apocalypse, people could look at a 5-second PewDiePie clip, which he immediately apologized for, and that was all their ammo. Now there's hours and hours of Hasan Piker making its way around these various corporate boardrooms as they are sitting there just blanching we're advertising here? Why?
Right. I think that's the most fascinating thing about this. By the way, this is pointed out in the chat, not a single mention of Asmongold in this article. It's all about Destiny and fuckface, Piker. So Asmongold is not mentioned in this once. What's that? I'm sorry, Blabs?
Fuckface.
Yeah. So it says in recent months, AT&T and Dunkin' have disappeared from the Twitch page listing current advertisers. The company declined to comment, as did JP Morgan. In a statement, Chevron says, derogatory comments made by panelists in one session at the TwitchCon event were deeply hurtful and not aligned with our company's belief. At the panel, Twitch streamers ranked others by how Arab-friendly they felt they are, with the lowest being Loves Sabra, a reference to the hummus brand once owned by an Israeli company. Chevron, quote, relied on conference organizers to exercise stringent oversight on presentations and content, and we are disappointed that such divisive rhetoric was allowed on stage. I'll say this. Chevron clearly has never been to a gaming convention or seen a gaming panel before.
Of course they haven't. This is what they're saying here. We rely on the organizers to make sure we look at, these fuckers literally just drop. We were wondering how Jeff Keighley could ask such ridiculous prices for his Games Award. It's because these companies don't ask any questions. They just go hey, what's popular, advertisement person? And they go oh, this. Okay, what does it cost? Oh, this ridiculous number. Okay, fine. That's a fraction of our daily budget.
Yep. It's a mess. And the poster boy for Twitch, is, I'd say it is probably Piker right now. He has 3 million followers on the platform. On election day, he had over 300,000 people tuning in to see what he had to say. The most amazing thing about Hasan Piker, as I've learned more about this guy, do you know how he got his start? Content creating?
On his uncle's podcast.
Well, even more than that, he had a series of YouTube videos that were all about how to be like a man and how to be a bro.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yes, Hasan Piker's bro days.
Yeah, it was Broski or something like that.
Yes.
Labs, have you ever seen any of these before?
No, I tend not to watch men who say how to be a man because usually they're the insecure people you ever met in your life.
Oh, you should. They're really gold, especially considering his current career.
Well, Blabs, I'm glad you haven't seen it because you're about to.
Oh, no.
Check it out. Here's rare cringe Hasan right here. This is how it starts. Bro tip.
Courting females and acquiring currency.
Here we go. Let's check it out.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
I love the lighting. Like, immediately my brain is just like, this is a gay porn movie, isn't it?
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Unzip those pants and let's go at it. Here, Blabs, just I'm gonna play it in its full glory for you.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is Bro Tip. This week's Bro Tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you.
Ow!
A few things to consider when you're thinking about Lady Gaga as a top contender for Babe of the Week should be the fact that she might have a penis. The fact that Lady Gaga might have a small penis does absolutely terrify me. Here's why the 5-second...
Extremely transphobic.
Extremely transphobic.
He should be
transgressive
banned.
even.
Yes.
Canceled.
Should absolutely be banned right now, instantaneously.
rule works. Because when you start thinking for longer than 5 seconds, you're immediately not thinking with your dick and also thinking with this pesky thing up here that we like to call our brains. So once you start thinking with your brain, you're immediately going to psych yourself out. Come back again next week when we discuss the legendary question of all time. Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark?
No. What the fuck?
The old internet sure was a place, wasn't it?
Really kind of went the other way with his career, didn't he? Or did he? Just throwing it out there. You know?
How? I gotta just ask, what's wrong with him? Like, have you not seen, like, his physical proportions are all out of whack? Why is his head so small compared to the rest of him? Does he not have a brain? Is that why? Like, it's like... Pull
I
it
don't
back
know.
up. You have the perfect thing right there, Craig. Show it off. Look at that. What's wrong with his head? It's like...
Yeah, steroids. That's it.
And it didn't go to the rest of him, I guess. Sad.
Yep.
I know guys like these who do all these type of like podcasts and they talk about bros and all that. They have a small dick. They got nothing up there because they're so insecure, or like their ex-wives or girlfriends or whoever it is broke their hearts and cheated on them. And when instead of going to therapy and getting the help that they need and deserve, they just take it out and show it on the internet for full display.
Hey. Shout out to Bro Science, Dan Vask and Beardo.
Sorry, guys. Not sorry.
Love you, boys. Love you, boys. You are not Hasan Piker. You want to finish
No, at
this
least
up?
they're not like sexist or racist or anything, so that's a plus.
You want to see? You want to see how this finishes, Blabs?
I guess. Huh?
Ow!
I want to say thank you to Miley Cyrus for showing off her camel toe at the VMAs the other night. I always knew Hannah Montana was a little slut. Don't even try to hide it. Look, this is a classic example of what happens when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date. User Dubstep Piggy says, just die and stop destroying this channel. Never.
Yikes. Yikes. Look, my statements have all just been proven in one video. Win, Blabs.
Arch, would you ever listen to anything that he has to say?
Like, part of me wants to play it was the old internet card, but the fact that he's gone so 180 opposite direction ever since, it's just, he's drifting in one direction or the other. You
Yes.
know, now you just pick which.
I think that's the thing, is it seeing this, it really drives all the authenticity out of what he's doing now. It squeezes it out like mustard out of a freaking bottle. It's unreal.